Hello, friends. So, today I will talk about the very interesting topic, which is Storybook. So, yeah, means as we know, for following in the design system, we must have like defined components and like we must know how we can utilize those components. So here, yeah, I will show you like how you can run those components in isolation and all. So so here I have taken the example of storybook. Like I used micro frontend for that. Like in this micro frontend, what we have. So let me just pull something here. Let me give you a demo like what thing I'm talking about first. Okay, so let me run this project. Let's remove this option for now. And yeah, so that is why it is failing. So let me run that again. Options. So and JSON. So let me give you the demo first, like how you can use this storybook. What thing I'm talking about. So if you see here, I have some dependencies defined here. Storybook. So yeah, these we are using. So currently we are using Angular 14 here. So let me run the demo. Okay, so rather than doing this first, let me give you this. Let me run the script for the storybook. So so let me run. So means this is the storybook commands that we need to run. And next run storybook. So now it is compiling the stories. So here if you see I have multiple apps in my project. So if you see apps, these are multiple apps. Like if you like, this is a micro front end, so there are multiple repos in it. So like admin dashboards, there are multiple repos. So I created stories for this project. So here, if you so these are the configuration that I will tell you. So let me open this port. So this is all storybook. Okay, so as we know, we have lots of components in the enterprise project, in the big projects. So we can separate or we can define all those things, and we can define like how we can use this thing. So if you see here, I defined two components here. One is button component, like and what are the different states of it and default, hover on it. And this is another app component that I'm using that is defined in this. So how you can implement that thing? It is very easy to implement. So let me add the script here first. So storybook. Uh, so that you will easily get the script when you go through the project. So storybook, just define another script for it. Storybook. So now I defined the script here in the package JSON. So it means if you run this command, then it will open the storybook. And for on different port, we are running our project. Let me check the project also. So here, this is a component that is currently rendering. If you see here, this app component. So here it is simply like so. Means these are the components that we can define in the story, and if someone else want to take a look and want to reuse that, so that they will get to know more about this thing. So you can add all those things here of it, controls, actions, all the proper things you can define here, so that it will clearly understand by the another team member. So how we achieve this thing? So to achieve looks as I told you, like this basically if we want to run components in isolation state, so in that case we can use this. So Storybook for Angular is a tool for developing, testing your component and isolation from the app's business logic and context. So it is completely independent and means you can reuse it anywhere in your project, like component isolation, centralized visual documentation, reusable components, quicker UI development, customization, UI add-on ecosystem. So yeah, means if some you want to include this progress bar in somewhere else so that you will get more idea how we can use this in a project. And like there are multiple things here if you want to create storybook in your project. So if you are using normal project, like if you have normal src1 src, and if you want to initialize that thing, in that case you can use this npx storybook in it. Otherwise what you can do, you can for a nx monera project you can use this command nx angular storybook configuration, and for nrwl you can use nrwl configuration, and after running this it will automatically add the configurations in your project. Then you can run this nx run storybook so that you will get the idea of like what means what components you have, and it generates stories of that. And as I mentioned, after it will update Angular JSON, it is minor repo, it will update Package JSON. So if you see the project JSON now of the admin, JSON admin project, and here you will find out some configurations of it. So here if you see start storybook port number and configuration directory and build, so all these things it will add by default if okay. And whatever project you add, so I have admin project. So if you see here of is Angular JSON, how many projects it has, Angular JSON. So here it has multiple projects like admin, dashboard, demo. So these are multiple projects. So currently I will use demo admin project for it. And apart from it, storybook, as I know, so here you will find out start, build storybook commands, start and build storybook. And next is so Langstroth Rapid development helps you build your component as related from business and text of it. Okay, mainly we so generally we use this this basically in the micro front end project, because in that project there are lots of reusable components we have. So that is why it is good practice to create a storybook for it. And so apart from it, like how these stories are working, so as you can see we have 4 files generally for the component, but now we have 5 files. Means if you want to add any story of that any component, so you just need to add the stories of it. Okay, so here if you see let's take basic thing. Okay, so here what we need to do means we just need to define the component, like which component we are using, which component we need to make a story. So here we pass a direct component and we just simply pass that. These are default syntax we generally pass. And in this if you see here we have defined the primary category. So here yeah you can define that also. And same with the like I stored show you button stories. So if you see here button stories, so yeah you can create a new file button stories ts. Then after that what you can do, you can just simply pass a component name, what title you want to put up on the story. And so this is title button, and then the component that we pass. So in the if you see the component, it simply has one thing. If I so it has this button and this class and all class and label. So so all these things are defined here, and yeah we just simply passing like these, like if the third person you want to use this component, he just need to pass these things in this component, and it can reuse they can reuse this thing. So similarly here we define 3 state, like default, hover, active. So in these state it will work. So coming to active, so here means we can change the value is active, false, true. So you can see here it is changing the state. So these things we can define. So this is basically all about storybook. And these are the by default configurations we have, and you can use any project in which you want to add this thing. And yeah this is all about. So thanks guys for watching. And so means here this is a modified command. If you see here, this is a modified command, which means you can pass the project name. So and it will use that project. it will use that project and generate the build of it, generate the. So if you see here, my default project is admin, so that is why it created the build for the that is why I created the storybook for the admin project. But here you can define the project for which project you want to generate the storybook. So with that you can, if nx is not working in the system, then you can just simply use this command to set up the nx and nrwl in your project. So let me mention it first so that you will get like, so that these command will work in your system. Thanks guys for watching. If any doubt or any comment, you can comment it on the video so that I will definitely try to help you out. Okay. Yeah. Thanks guys for watching.